quick cases to start. Case 1, an 82-year-old man arrives at the emergency department after a fall. He's confused, family members argue about what he would have wanted, and there are no forms in his chart. Care is delayed while everyone tries to figure out who decides. Case 2, a 28-year-old woman has a sudden illness. She completed a power of attorney the year before and named her older sister. The hospital calls that sister within minutes. Decisions are clear and treatment follows the patient's wishes. Same problem, different outcome. Which would you prefer?
Hi, I'm Nurse Jessie. Today we're untangling advanced directives, durable healthcare power of attorney, POLST forms, and DNR orders. My promise? By the end of this episode, you'll understand what each document does, who should sign them, how to choose a proxy, and exact sentences to start the conversation with loved ones or your clinician. Quick legal note up front. I'm a nurse practitioner explaining medical practice and patient safety best practices, not a lawyer. State laws and form requirements vary, so for legal validation, consult an attorney or your local advanced care planning clinic. Let's separate medical fact from fiction and make this practical.
First, key definitions in plain language. An advance directive, sometimes called a living will, is where you state your preferences for medical treatments in specific scenarios. Things like whether you'd want life-sustaining treatments if recovery is unlikely. It's about your treatment wishes, but not always practical in an emergency when clinicians need orders now. A durable healthcare power of attorney, often called a medical power of attorney or healthcare proxy, is different. This names a person who makes medical decisions for you when you can't. Think of this as choosing a trusted spokesperson who knows your values and can interpret them in unexpected situations. POLST, sometimes called MOLST depending on the state, stands for Physician Orders for Life-Sustaining Treatment. This is a medical order signed by a clinician that says exactly what treatments a seriously ill person wants or doesn't want right now. Things like resuscitation, intubation, or hospitalization. It travels with the patient and is actionable immediately in emergencies. And DNR, do not resuscitate, is usually a specific order within the POLST or in the chart that tells responders not to perform CPR. Important. A DNR doesn't mean no care at all. It's targeted to one intervention. So, who should be your proxy? Look for someone who knows your values and can stay calm under pressure. Good traits: clear communicators, level-headed, willing to have tough talks with other family members and clinicians, and available when needed. Red flags include someone who avoids responsibility, has very different medical values from you, or who becomes combative in conflict. Family dynamics can complicate things. If multiple people think they should decide, pick a single proxy and name alternates in the form. If you expect conflict, consider naming a neutral third party, like a trusted friend, clergy, or a professional patient advocate, or document your values clearly so your proxy can point to them. POLST versus advance directive. Here's the quick rule of thumb. Advance directives state your general wishes for future scenarios. They guide decisions when you're not able to speak. POLST is a clinician-signed medical order used when someone is seriously ill or near the end of life. Clinicians rely on POLST in emergencies because it's an order they can act on immediately. You can and often should have both, an advance directive for your values and a POLST for current medical orders if you have serious illness. Okay, how do you start the conversation? Here are 1 to 2 sentence scripts you can use. With family, I want you to be my voice if I can't speak. Can we talk about what matters most to me if I get seriously ill? With a clinician, I want to make sure my medical wishes are known and available in my chart. Can we review advanced care planning and whether a POLST makes sense? For a quick opener with a partner, if something happened to me, I want you to know what I'd want. Can we pick someone together to be my medical decision maker? A few practical notes about validity and storage. Check your state's rules. Some forms need witnesses. Others require notarization. After signing, make copies. 1 to your proxy, 1 to your primary care clinician, 1 in your home where family can find it, and upload a copy to your patient portal if available. Tell EMS and the hospital where to find these documents. Some regions have registries for POLST or advance directives. Common pitfalls. Forms left in a drawer and not shared. outdated forms that don't reflect a new diagnosis, different versions across states, and conflicting family interpretations. Special situations, dementia needs early planning because decisional capacity changes. Pregnancy and minors add legal complexity and often require different rules. When in doubt, document values, what outcomes are acceptable to you and which ones aren't, so your proxy has guidance beyond a single yes or no.
2 brief vignettes to apply this. Vignette A. Mr. Lopez, 76, signed an advance directive but never named a proxy. After a stroke, family disputed what he would have wanted. Lesson: name a proxy and talk to them. Vignette B. Maria, 45, has advanced cancer and signs a POLST with her physician. When an infection happens, EMS follows the POLST and avoids unwanted, aggressive ICU care. Lesson: POLST translates wishes into immediate medical orders when illness is advanced.
Before we close, 3 concrete things you can do tonight. 1. Choose a proxy and tell them why you picked them. 2. Say one sentence from this episode to start the conversation. Something like, I want you to be my voice if I can't speak. Can we talk about it? 3. Upload a copy of any existing advance directive or POLST to your patient portal and share it with your primary care clinician. Small steps that make a real difference.
A few final safety reminders. This is educational, not legal advice. Because state laws differ, get local validation for forms that need witnesses or notarization. If family conversations are likely to be emotionally charged, bring a neutral third party, a social worker, chaplain, or patient advocate to mediate. And if you're ever unsure, ask your clinician to point you to an advanced care planning resource in your hospital or community.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe so we can keep making patient-centered explainers. I'd also love to hear anonymized advanced care scenarios you want me to cover. Send them through the show page. Thanks for spending time with me on a tough but important topic. Until next time, stay informed, stay compassionate, and always put safety first.